Hello, in this video, I want to talk about the Stargate program that Donald Trump just unveiled during a meeting with press. I believe it was yesterday or maybe 2 days ago. I think it was yesterday. There's a few tech billionaires he was among, and they talked about investing, using their companies to invest up to $500 billion in this new Stargate program. And the reason why I'm making this video because I find that program to be disturbing. I feel like I can kind of see what it might lead to. Most people would think about Skynet. Most people would think about, it becoming self-aware and it, taking over the world. But, I'm a very realistic, very practical person. And I personally feel like this new Stargate technology, realistically, will not become like Skynet unless it's pre-programmed, unless it's given the software programs to kill humans. You can't get the way nature works, with all things, even computers. Nature can't just decide to do whatever it wants. It's programmed. Even humans, we do random things, but we're programmed to do those things that we do that's different from other life forms. We're programmed that way by God or nature, whatever you want to, believe in. But I don't think this AI, this new technology they're trying to create, is going to, just turn on humans, launch the nukes, start a world war secretly. I don't think anything like that will happen. What I think realistically will happen is they will use these massive quantum computer, or these massive supercomputer facilities, or perhaps even quantum computing facilities, which would be even more crazy, to create something even more advanced. What I see them doing, what I can imagine them doing, is building these massive 5,000 plus foot long, mile long, giga facilities that are kind of like the Tesla gigafactories. These giga facilities that operate quantum computers, and they end up being able to create a real quantum supremacy computer using the intelligence and the knowledge of the quantum computers that they build. I don't think supercomputers could accomplish, designing a realistic quantum supremacy computer. I think only quantum computers could do that. Which the difference between a quantum computer and a quantum supremacy computer is very basically a quantum supremacy computer is better. It's just better than a regular quantum computer. So I think once they are able to design and build a real quantum supremacy computer, at that point they'll be able to build things, create things that, excuse me, we humans never could even, imagine building. Our intelligence, it can only reach about, I don't know, 250, 300 IQ points, realistically, with how our biology works. In a quantum supremacy computer with an IQ of, 100 million, 100 billion, a trillion. I mean, can you imagine that? A quantum supremacy computer with an IQ of, a trillion. I can't imagine what it could do. And so with that kind of technology being created, I can see the mass production of machines, of technological organisms. I can see how people would be so amazed by the capabilities of this technology that they would worship it, and others would use this machine. They would use this technology to manipulate people. People would worship this super AI, and the people controlling it would use it to enforce worship of it, to enforce the celebration of this super mind. And I think you might know where I'm going with this. If you don't know, then you don't know. If you do know, then good, very good. But if you don't know where my true motives in this video are headed towards, then I don't know, look into what I'm saying, very deeply. Listen very deeply, think very deeply, listen very closely to what I'm saying. There's more behind it than what you'd assume. But this computer, this new AI could develop weapons, nuclear, thermonuclear weapons, millions of times, billions of times more powerful than anything we have in secret in the world. It could develop bioweapons. It could develop new plagues, with a 90-100% mortality rate that spreads extremely quickly. It could develop advanced nanotechnology, to spy on anyone, to see them or listen to them, anywhere in the world. It could develop, it could perhaps even develop life from nothing. It could take dirt, and create life from it. And I mean, that sounds crazy, but I mean, all it takes to really create more and more advanced technology, all it takes really is certain materials, enough materials, and a lot of complex detail. I've kind of figured out, as I stated in other videos, the secret formula to creating more and more advanced technology revolves around complexity, more complex components. It revolves around more components, like a computer with like a billion cores or whatever. The more complex and the more complicated, the more detailed a system becomes, the more materials, the more different types of materials it uses, and the more energy it runs off of, typically the more advanced it can become. It's kind of the formula I've based around designing, creating more and more and more advanced technology. And with what we can do, imagine technology 100,000 times more intelligent than Einstein, and imagine what equations he was creating. Imagine what a quantum supremacy AI could create. And even if we don't get a quantum supremacy AI and we just use regular quantum computers for some giant facility or multiple facilities, still, I think it might lead to some very unforeseen consequences. And I can certainly see it being possible that we'll get a quantum supremacy AI within the next decade or two, probably within even the next few years, because we're progressing technologically so quickly. People are going to start to worship AI as gods. There's already a church somewhere where people worship AI, but if it becomes advanced enough, I'm sure we'll, proclaim this Stargate program, and it's maxed out, final phase. We'll probably see it as God and worship it. Some will, some would not, though. I'm sure. You always have outliers. But I can kind of see where this is going, and there's more to it than what I've stated in this video. There's more to it than that. But I'm gonna leave it at that because I've reached the 10-minute mark. Don't want the video to be too long, so I might make a part 2, probably not. Like, comment, subscribe, and definitely tell me what you think about this video in the comment section down below. And check out my other videos. I have some very extremely unique videos. You won't find content like I discuss anywhere else on the entire internet. No one makes content like I do. It's extremely unique stuff. So if you like that, then check out my other videos. So yeah.